Okay, so today we will discuss about the data migration. Okay, so
Okay.
what is the meaning of the data migration? Data migration is nothing but like we will be uploading the data, which is maybe they are using non-SAP system. From that non-SAP system to SAP system, we are migrating. Okay, so in that case, how the data will be migrating from the non-SAP to SAP system? So what are the methods we are using that we will discuss today? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So generally these are the data migration tools we are using generally at the time of implementation process or maybe rollouts, or it may be sometimes if user is doing mass uploads. Okay, so in that case they are doing this migration data migration tool. So let's understand that what are the data migration tools we have. Okay, so one is LSMW, which is the we have this from the long time. Okay, even in the ECC and now in S/4HANA, this LSMW it is there. Okay, so what they will do here? Okay, so they can the user or maybe the consultant can upload. Okay, can upload. Okay, multiple data. They can upload multiple data at one time. Okay, that means if I have the 10,000 materials are there, I need to create a 10,000 materials. Then I can use the LSMW. Then the system will create automatically in the background the material masters. 10,000 materials will be created. Okay.
Yeah.
My voice is audible?
Yeah.
Is it clear, right? My voice.
Yeah. Clear.
Okay. So when you want to do the multiple materials or multiple purchase orders or multiple vendor master records or multiple purchase info records, or when you want to be do large number of records you want to be create, you can use this tool LSMW. So LSMW is the one of the best tool we are using in the ECC and even in the S/4HANA also they can use. But there is a other migration tool also it is there, that is a LTMC. Okay, so that is the new version, it is introduced in the S/4HANA. Okay, this LTMC is also one of the migration tool that they are using in the S/4HANA, and this LSMW they are using in the ECC, and you can use the S/4HANA also, there is no problem. Okay, so let's understand about I think we already had a discussion about LTMC, if you remember that last time. Okay, you might be referred that my if you have done my class videos with you can just refer the LTMC how we can do, or else we will talk this in the next class. Let's discuss about the LSMW first. Okay. Okay, so what is the LSMW? Okay, so LSMW is a simple tool. Okay, migration tool. Here we can do the we can create large number of records. We can create at one time without manual interruption. Okay, you don't need to be create manually MM01, or you don't need to be create the XK01 vendor master record. You don't need to be create a purchase info record and all. You just use the LSMW and you can upload that. You can prepare the Excel file and you can create a number of records. So how we can create that? Okay, let's create for the one master data, any of the one master data, which is your convenient that you can use. Okay, so I'm just using that material master record. Okay, and I'll be creating that a number of records. Okay, so I'll just creating this one. Okay, now I'll be going to LSMW. Okay, so you can see that legacy system migration workbench. This is the full name of the LSMW. Okay, so okay, you can see this is the one thing. Okay, I'm just putting that legacy system migration workbench. Okay, so that means the data which we can do from the legacy system to non-legacy system. Okay, now how to proceed the steps here? First, you need to be you can create any of the project name. Okay, to understand your purpose, you can create the project name. So I'm just creating that material master MAT. Okay, I can put that to get material. Okay, then you can create sub project, which is like what is the creation you are creating, or it may be a change or whatever it may be, and you can put the object name also. There is, okay. You can put like mat underscore mm01, which transaction you are using, anything. It is just for a reference purpose. You can create project name, subject, and sub project and object name. Then you just create here. Okay, so no subject with the name of the creation. So just to, okay, we want to be create this one. Okay, now I'll just creating that material master upload program. Okay, so you can use shortcut. Okay, already it is exist, someone is created, then I'll be use some mjmat underscore cr. Okay, let's see, underscore cr, or maybe I can put jet mat. Okay, then I'm just creating that. Okay, creation of material master record. Okay, then I can put that material master record object dot creation. Okay, so I'm just planning to create that one project, then I'm executing this one. So here are the so many steps are there here. Okay, so how we can use each step, how we can perform that. First, you can execute this one. Okay, then you need to be choose that. Okay, what method you want to be used. Okay, there are so many methods are there. You can use your BAPI, you can use the batch input recording, and you can use the any direct input methods and idocs and all you can use. So I'm using this batch input recording section to create that. So I'm just creating that one recording. Okay, like I'm just creating something like cr1 jet mat underscore cr1. That is the recording I'm just planning to create. Then I'll go to more recording. Okay, so then I'll be creating now. Okay, I'm just selected that and click on the create recording. Okay, so I'm just creating now jet mat underscore cr1 and material master record. Okay, so then enter. Then it will be asked that which transaction code you want to be you want to be record that. Okay, so whatever you are recording here, all it will be recorded and it will be creating that the file. Okay, so based on that file you need to be fill that data in the Excel and you can upload that. So I'm just entering that mm01, which is transaction code mm01. Okay, then it is going to material master record. Now if you want to be created something like external number range or internal number range, that you can decide at that. You can, if you are entering the material external number range, then you can give that something like okay, sugar. Okay, and whether what it is like food industry, and whether you what material type you want to be used. Okay, so then you need to be select that select views. Okay, F5. Okay, then material it is already okay, sugar it is already there. Okay, so that's fine. Then I'll be go with sugar one and I'll be creating that ROH. Okay, then F5. I'm selecting the views. Okay, then I'll be creating the basic data. Okay, then I'll be creating that basic data 2, and I'm just creating the purchasing data, and I'm selecting that general plan data. Okay, then I'll just creating that plan data. Okay, then I'll be creating that accounting data. So this recording is very important. Don't use the mouse. So try to do from the keyboard maximum. Okay, if you can able to do that. Okay, just try that. Then I will be selecting the organization levels. Okay, then I'll be selecting that plant and store location data. Okay, then enter. Okay, now I'm just creating okay, maybe sugar cane or something which I'm creating. then I'll be entering that kg, and okay, I'll just entering that what might be having material group. Okay, then if you want to be used something like whole material number, and if you want to be used that division, okay, then what are the information if you want to be used, that information you can enter and enter. Okay, wherever you need to be enter the information, you can enter that information. Okay, okay, then you can enter what information is required, and I'll be enter all the information whatever it is required. Then I'm saving this one. So once it is saved, okay, so it will be recorded that what you entered the data, wherever you enter the data, that is recorded here. Okay.
Okay.
So wherever you entered that the data which is recorded with the field names and the other data. Okay. Okay. So you entered the plant, you entered the store location, you entered the base unit of measure, all it is recorded. Okay. Now
Okay.
you can save this one. Okay. So when you are doing the recording, you must be do the properly the recording. Okay. Don't use the mouse. You just avoid the maximum the mouse. Okay. Then
If
you
you are like
can,
using mouse, it will be difficult. Like
uh, so sometimes what will happen if you are using the mouse, maybe system not identifying that what you are recording exactly. Okay. If you are
oh,
using if you are using a keyboard or something, then the system understanding, okay, you operated this key and this is what you entered that. Okay.
okay.
Okay, then you must be select the default all, then the system will be checking that, okay, where the actually the data is and everything that it is showing here. Okay, the where the data is there. Okay, and moreover, when you are recording first time, okay, you must be properly enter that all the information, what information, like if you enter the wrong material group, then again you will get error message like that. Okay, so you just properly enter that. Okay, so
Okay.
now it is recorded. Okay, then I can go back and I can see that okay, this is the recorded. Okay, and I can save this one. Okay,
Okay.
so don't need to be entered first time. When you created that, you can enter that. Okay, recording number. Okay, then go back. The first one is completed. Now you can go to object overview and see the table list. Okay, these are the fields. These are the fields. It is recorded. Okay, so you can just copy all these things and take into Excel. Take into Excel. Okay, then you don't need a description here. You can delete this one description. Okay, or you can cut this one, or if you want to be put it, okay, no problem. Okay, you can cut and you can put it here. And first friend, now we need this field name and the characters and this one. So wherever there is a C, CHAR, you can put like C. Okay, so the shortcut is C. Okay, you can put like C and all. Okay, then this is the which is required. We will be entering this information in the going forward. Okay, this is what I just prepared. Okay, material
Okay.
field name and data type and length of the field. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the you need to be prepared. Okay, now I'll be go back. Okay, and I'm just going to source structure. I'm just creating that one source structure. Okay, so anything you can create source structure. Okay, okay, I'm just creating source or something like, okay, something which you can create, and source structure for metal master record, or you can create anything. Okay, then go to select this one. Okay, then save first, save. Okay, then you can select here and enter the, okay, so you can save here, then I'll be go back. Okay, then go to maintain source field, sector one, and I'll select this one. Okay, select this one, click on here, table maintenance. Here you need to be maintain the table. Okay, so whatever you copied here, all these things you need to be copy here. You paste it here. Okay, you need to copy here and you need to paste here. Okay. So all these fields, whatever it is, like how many it is there's around, it is 20. So all 20 you need to be enter here. Okay, and then enter. Then our system automatically picking that based on the field name, it is capturing field description. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
And I'll be go back and save. Okay, now this is completed. Okay, it is completed. Okay, now what you can do, just take this one and take one more sheet and put right key and paste, and you can use the transparent. Okay, there is a transparent, it is there. Okay, transparent, that means it will be come column to row paste. Okay, okay, so it will become like it is the column base, right? It will be come in the row base here. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the template now. This is the template. You can enter the data, whatever the data you want to be enter here, and you want to be create what type of data you want to be create, that you can enter here. This is a template for the metal master. Now I'm just creating for this one. Okay, so I'll be go. I'm just putting that metal master template, and I can use some. I can put that on PC desktop. I'm just saving that template. Okay. For LSMW, I can put that there. So you can save on desktop. Okay. So there's now this is the format now. Okay. Now you can go to enter and change and save. Then go back. Okay. Then field mapping here. Execute the field mapping. Then you can go to change. Now you can see that here. Okay. These are the fields. The system is now calculating that what are the characteristic length and everything. So system will automatically calculate the characteristics lengths and all. How it will be calculated, you can do the autofill mapping. Okay, you must be do the autofilling mapping. So select here and remove this one. Okay, then enter. Okay, then enter. So you just enter that all. Just enter all until it is cleared. You just enter all the information. So what will be happen? The system is calculating that what is the data type information. So it is calculating that for material number, what is the source and what is the code, and for industry, what is the code and what is the field name and all, it is capturing here. Okay, so this is the mapping. Now the mapping is completed. The field what we entered, that field mapping is done. Now suppose, okay, I don't want to be enter this industry sector, I don't want to be enter the material type, and I don't want to be enter this manually. Okay, so it should be always it is constant. Okay, there is no change on the industry sector, there is no change on the material type, there is no change on the checkbox and anything. In that case, what you can do, you can select this one and put the constant value. What is the fixed value or constant value? What is the constant value here? F is the food constant. So then the system automatically taking the food, always F it will be considering. So in that case, you don't need to be entering the Excel file. So you can delete this one. Okay. Now I'll be go for a material type. So material type also constant ROH. I'm using always for ROH. Then I will put ROH. Then it is always taking the ROH. I'm saving that. Okay. So now I can remove that also in the my file. So whatever the constant value it is there, that you can remove. 1 minute. Hello. Okay. So now these also the checkboxes like I'm selected basic data 1, I'm selected basic data 2, I'm selected other field data, right? So these if we don't need that, okay, to manually entry, then what I can do, I can put that, okay, these are the selection X, capital X means selection. Okay, and selection, this is also selection. Okay, and this is also selection. Okay, and this is also selection, like, okay, I'm just putting that X. X means it is selection. You will be selecting that basic data one. You will be selecting that okay, a basic data two, purchasing data and here. So I thought that somewhere it is missing properly, not updated here, not recorded properly. That's why it is showing only 4 views. Okay, but it should be in the more. Let's see how it will works. Okay, if it is not working, we'll do again. No problem. Okay,
Okay.
and if you want to be put the plant as well, also constant, you can put. So I'm just removing these check boxes here. I don't need this one because already I just updated as a selection. Now, other than this one, okay, remaining we need, okay, leave it about this one. Okay, now I'll go back. Now I'll be go to source field here. Okay, go back again source field and let's see wherever you just put the constant value. I don't need that to in the my source field. So what I can do, I just remove those fields here. Okay, I'm going back. I selected to source fields and executing this because these are the constant values. I'm not entering into the Excel file, so I don't need to be continue these fields. So I can just go to change and select this one and delete. So I'm deleting that material type and I'm deleting that selection whatever it is not required that I'm selecting from here. Okay, so ultimately, finally, what it is here, it should be there in the my Excel file. Okay, like if you see that material number is there, and the plant number it is there, store location number is there, then material description it is there like that. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Okay, now I'll be go back. Okay, now my you can execute and you can save, you can run again all the fields. Okay, then you can save all the data. Then now you must be prepared your file. Okay, you can skip this line, it is not needed. You can skip that and you can go to specify files. Now you need to be prepared your file. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just go to /o mm03. Okay, which I created a metal number which is created. I'm just taking that.
Does notice.
Okay, I'm just taking why it is not created. Okay, I just created my material number, right? What material it is created. This is not created. Huh? It's created, right? Not created. Let's see what material it is not created. Okay. There is something problem in the database. Why it is not created? Created all. There was some problem in the database. It is not saying. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll just using my okay my own numbers and all sugar underscore 2 and 1100 and 0001. Okay, and sugar and kg. Okay, and what is the metal group it is there? We have 01 material number. Okay, whole material number will not be entered. Division also not entered, and you can enter. Or okay, if you want to enter division and all, you can enter. There is no issue. Okay, and you can want to enter that something like sugar one or something, we can enter. And purchase order unit of measure if you want to be enter, you can enter. And period indicator shelf life if you want to be enter. And what information it is required, you can enter. And the V and price unit is 1. So this is what I just want to be create. Okay. So I'll be creating, I just planning to create a 16 material. Let's see how it will works like. Maybe if the database problem or something, recording problem. Let's see. But I'm just trying to create that. How we can create this process. Okay. So I'm just planning like this one. I'm just all the data is same. Okay. So might be you can change the description or something if you want to change. Okay, put like 7, Vasukar 1, 2, 3 like that. You can put. That's not a problem. This it's just a description. Okay, then you can just copy this one and okay, and copy all this information. Okay, exactly you need to copy and paste it into Notepad. Okay, and just paste it into Notepad and save into the Excel file. So save in the desktop. So material test material LSMW test. Let's see whether it will work or not because we got some errors and some not recorded properly. But let's see how it will be work. Now I'll just go for the specify file and select execute and click on change. Then legacy data, click on the legacy data, and you need to be select here tabulator. Okay, and select that file.
Tablet like different
Tabulator
different.
means in the notepad you are selecting from here, you copy to your notepad, right? So
Hmm.
each space have the tab, right? One space. So that's what we are selecting the tabulator here. Okay, it will be
Oh,
selected. No separator and no tabulator. So fill to fill, if there is any space, it is the tabulator we are using. Okay,
oh,
so you can use that and desktop, and I'll be selecting that my notepad. What is the notepad here? I just created just now. Material LSMW test. Okay, I just selected that. Then material LSMW test. Just putting that. Okay. Then other than this one. Okay. I'm just execute enter. Okay, save. Then go back. Now I just copied and now just go. Okay. Now I'll be uh, save here. I'll go back and read the data and execute the data. So how many records you are selected? 13 records, 15 records you selected. Okay, 10. So then I'll just execute one. Let's see that 1 minute. Sorry guys. Okay. So now you can just check. You can check any of the one data. Okay. So material number, sugar tree, plant to store location, and material description, page. Okay, material description and material group, and you can just cross check that whether the field what it is entered it is correct or wrong. Just compare that. So whatever the field which I entered, it is correct here. Okay, so randomly you can check that where maybe you can check that all randomly. Then you can go back and convert the data into that system understanding language. So it is converted. Then I'll be go back and display converted data. So it is converted to SAP language data. Then you can see that the table name and transaction code, material number, industry sector. Okay, because these are the constant values, right? Industry sector, material type, and check boxes and all constant values, right? So that is also reading now. Okay, so the system finally it is converted into the required information, and now it is testing now. Okay, now
okay.
I'll be go now look, you can look into the other data also, where if it is if you think that that is wrong, then you just based on that you can nullify that. Okay.
Oh.
Then I'll be creating the batch input record section. Okay. So you can put batch input folder. Okay. It will be loaded into the your dictionary. Okay. Then execute. Okay. A batch input folder is created. Okay. Then execute. Then select that. Click on the process. And if you want to be go to foreground to see that how it is creating and all, you can see. Okay. Or if you want to be creating the background, you can select the background. Okay. So now I'm just going to foreground. Let's see how it is creating, whether it is creating properly or not. So enter. Now first it is going to material master creation. Okay. Enter the material number and description and other. Then it is going to select after basic data. Okay. Okay. So here the views are not selecting properly. Okay. So it is not recorded properly. Okay. So I'll just create that. I'll just select again. Deselect views manually. Let's see. Okay, I'm just selecting the data properly here. So it is not recorded properly. Okay, while recording, it might be wrong. Okay, so maybe in LSMW the format will be different, and my views it is different. Okay. So sometimes it will be happen. Okay, based on that you need to be changed. Okay, now you don't need the sales data and all basic data, purchasing data. Now I'll be going next. Okay, so it is recorded the whatever the maybe plant and store location. Now, okay, so it is updated description, it is updated base income measure, it is updated sugar one and other information, all it is. Then enter. Then it will be go to the basic data two. Then it will be go to purchasing data. Then it will be go to plant data storage one. Then it will be go to plant data storage two. Then it will be go to warehouse. It is going to warehouse somewhere because it is wrong. Okay, accounting data should be okay. Then it will be save. Okay, so now the sugar 2 it is creating. Okay, so like what will happen, you can see the foreground, and if you can observe that if anything which is wrong, then you can do again that recording and observe that what it is problem and all. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, if it is everything looks good, then you can just convert that to in the background. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
This is the way we can create all the materials instead of entering manually by batch input record section. Okay, the system will be creating automatically by using the Excel file data, and it will be creating that. Okay, so this is the way one way they can create the records in the background. Okay, by using the LSMW.
Okay.
Okay. So I will create one vendor master record here. The views are it is not in the LSMW when it's recording it is giving that other views, and when it is running the recording it is selecting other views. So they might be having the problem of the view selection. Okay.
Okay. Like the app was not working.
Here it is not working. Maybe okay. In the sometimes it will be happen LSMW if it is wrong might be okay.
Oh.
So I will do in the other system, let's say. Okay, in this case, what we need to do, based on this, what recording level, what are the views it is there, based on that, you need to be change your MM01 settings, and you need to be perform that. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know what exactly problem whether it is the database or something, because I just created one material, but that material also it is not created, and now this material is whether it is created or not, I don't know exactly. This is also not created. Okay, maybe I don't know exactly problem. Okay, but this is the way we can do. I'll just show you on the other system. Maybe we'll try in the other system whether it will be work or not. I will go for quickly. I'll do by using that
Data.
I'm just using this data. I'm just creating. So I'll be okay. I'll be going to LSMW. and I'm entering that this is the other server. Okay, I'm just using the other server. I'm just creating that this one and create. Okay, this is the object and okay, I'll just creating that material master and material master. Okay, I'm just using. Okay, then I'll be executing. Then go to this object attributes and display to change batch input recording section. I'll be recording here. So I'll be creating that master. Okay, and enter 10 mm01. Okay, then I'm just creating that sugar. Okay, _1. Okay, then I'll be using food and I'll be using ROH. Okay, then shift F5 and I'm selecting basic data 1 and basic data 2 and purchasing data. Okay, then I will be using the page down. Then I'll be general plant data and plant data 2. Then I'll be using the accounting 1 and accounting 2. Okay, then organization levels I'm selecting and I'm entering that plant and store location. Okay, then enter. Then I'll be entering that sugar, all other information which is required. All I'm just entering that what information it is required. All this information I'm entering. Then enter. Then enter. Okay, and kg and okay, all whatever the information which is required I'm entering. Then enter and enter accounting data and I'm just entering that 3000. Okay. So now my recording is completed. Now default values all. So then save. Now see here. Now it is properly selected 1 to 9, 2, 3, 7, 8, something which is selected. Okay, the views are selected now. Let's see. And I'll be selecting this recording. Now exit save. Then I'll be go back and I'll be select and create a structure. Whatever the structure I will be creating here. So this is the other server, so I can use the same data, okay, because it is not created. Okay, then I'll be going first object overview and take that tables data and I'll be selecting all these records. Okay, I'll be going here. Okay, then I'll be okay. I don't need this information, so I'll just cut and put it into the some other row. Then I will need this one, so I'll just put C. I'll be putting this one. Okay, then I'll be copy this format. And I'll be go here source field. I'll be selecting this into the my table windows. Okay, so all it's selected. PINH is the last one. Okay, is PINH is selected. Now save. Okay, I'll go back, and now I'll be go and save. Okay. So I'm not giving any constant values. I'm just selecting all which I will be entering manually. So here auto field mapping. I'm just going with that no constant values. I'm not selecting. So let's maintain into the Excel file. All the information, whatever it is required, all information I'm just maintaining. Okay. Now all this information which is required. So I'm just maintaining this. Okay, you can put the constant value also, or if you want to be maintain all the information, you can maintain. Okay, so I just maintain here. So material number, and you can give the material number and what information like if suppose sugar underscore 2. Okay, that is what I just want to be create. Okay, so till 28, then food industry. Okay, then I will be create an ROH. Yes, this is the ROH and X and X and X and X. So I'm selecting all these fields. Okay, then now 1100. Okay, I'll be create into the some other plant and some other data communication data around it. Okay. So I'm just this is what I just created my own organized structure. So I'm just entering this. Okay. Then I can put sugar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, something which I'm just putting. Okay, then I'll just put that kg. Okay, then my food data my material group, and you can use the world material number if you have, or you can use the you can leave it, no problem. Okay, division also you can leave it. If you want to be, you can maintain or you can leave or else. Then I'm just maintaining purchasing order unit measure. I don't need to be maintain anything. I'll just maintaining this data. So wherever the data which is required, you can maintain that. So mandatory fields need to be a field. Okay. Then price control indicator is what is the price control indicator be? And the price unit is 1. Okay. So okay. So now my data is ready. Okay, my data is ready. Okay. Now I'm just saving. I'm not giving any constant values. I'll just go and I'll go select the specify values. Okay, then go and double click on the legacy system and you can select this data into the notepad, or you can go to same notepad. Maybe you can use the same notepad also. You can remove this one and you can paste this one. Okay, then select the tabulator and you can put LSMW test and you can select the file which is you already maintained the file. So what is the material? What you maintain? So material LSMW something is there. So that I maintain. Okay, then enter. Let's see how it will work now. Okay, I'm just executing and okay, executing. So now how many records it is there allow? Okay, how many it is there? Maybe 16, 17 it is there. Okay, 18
18.
records are there. Okay, now I'll go execute to display records. So you can see that just validate that data. Okay, so sugar, material number. Okay, industry sector, ROH, and all selected views. And this is the table name TSEM, the plant and the store location. Okay, let's see this is correct or wrong field. Okay, table name and the data which is correct or wrong, which I selected, right? So I'm just selecting here purchasing data and TSCM. Okay, this is the TSCM which is correct. Okay, okay. So TSCM and TATR also I need to check once more time which is correct or wrong. TATR. Okay. Okay, so TATR does not data is that it is. Okay, so maybe okay in this. Let's see that field TSCM. Okay, so this plant it is there. It is valid plant only. Okay, no problem. Okay, now then I'm just go back and execute and so recording is very important. How you recorded is that is a point. So if you are not properly not recorded and if there is any disturbance is there, then obviously the recording also will be disturbed. Okay, the recording. So now you can see that all the information which is I entered correctly or wrong. Okay, then go back and execute, then skip batch input record folder and enter one batch and folder is created. Now execute, then select first to go process and display as a process foreground. First you can go to process foreground and okay, just you can see that I'm just enter that enter. Okay, it is calling metal master record. Yes, but okay, I'll just okay. I'm just skipping this one because first tab okay, in this Excel file I just copied first line also. I just need to be skip this one, but I just copied. So I'm just slashing. I'm just clicking on that. It will be go for next material. Okay, so sugar 2, the first material which is creating sugar 2. Okay, enter food industry which is selected, and basic data, purchasing data. This is what, right, I selected. Then general plan data, storage 1, accounting data which is selected. Okay, and the TSCM, TATR, which is plant and store location. Okay, now the data which is updating, my whatever I entered the data, all it is updating. Okay, now there is nowhere, cannot see that messages are skipping and all. So now it is created properly, all, and it is created. Okay, now it is saving that. Okay, so you can see whether this record is created or not. Okay, you can go to SC69 and you can see. I don't think it is closed. Yeah. Where is that? Where is that? My creation. This was closed. I think. Okay. Just go with TATC and let's see that now I created sugar. Where in this plant I have created now just now sugar 2 that is created successfully. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Now what I need to do. So since I first record it is good. Okay. I don't want to go with manually. Okay, creation, then I will, what I will do, I will just go batch input in background, just putting like display errors only. I'm just putting display errors. Say if there is any error, then only just stop and show me that. Other than that, you just process automatically to create the background. So I'm just enter that. So the system running automatically in the background. Okay, and it is trying to create the materials. Okay, so once it is completed, then system will give finally the successful it is done, the batch. So you can refresh and go back and you can see that so okay, figure 5 it is created. Okay, you see here 2, 3, 4, 5 it is created. Okay, and I'm just executing again 2, 3, 4, 5 it is created. Then see, okay, it is running here still. Okay, so now it is going on 7, 6, 7 it's created, 8 it's created. Okay, now it is 13 is created, so you can see that. So within the fraction of times what it is happening, it is creating the materials. See all the materials it is created, what I just created. See now process batch input is completed. So you can see season overview, it is so 18 out of 18, first line we entered wrongly, so that is corrected. 17 it is successfully processed.
Okay.
So now I can see that there is a 18 materials which I created, right? So you can see the date and timings also, you can see that. In the Mara table, you can see, right? So I can go SC69 and I can see that. Mara table, I can see, and today what are the materials which is created, whether it is 09 or 08, you can see that. Okay, out of this, we almost created 9 materials we created today. Okay, sorry, this is yesterday date. What is the date it is taking? Not sure. Okay, I will just put that my created by. Okay, because the dates I don't know what date it is taken today, system date. Okay, so user USR 30. Okay, user 30 execute this one. So you can see that these are all material numbers which is created. Sugar 1, sugar 2 is creating 10 to tomorrow date is creating. Okay. Yeah. Maybe system date it is like so tomorrow date maybe. Yeah. Maybe based on that is system is taking. See here the login time is 10:08 to 10:22. Okay. So it is created. Huh? So like you can create lakhs of materials at a time. Okay. So in the real time, what will happen if you have if you are going to plan to implement the SAP system for your client, they have the 1 lakh material. That 1 lakh material they are using this Excel format and you can take an upload. Okay. So you need to be prepared the template properly, which views you want to be select and that, and you must be collect the right to data, proper data. All it is like raw material, finished goods, semi-finished goods again, those. Okay, and maybe again material type to material type to type. Maybe the fields are, some fields are mandatory, some fields are not mandatory. So that also you need to be looking into that. Okay, so you need to be record the section for each material type level. That is a good. Okay, so you can avoid inconsistency in that case. Clear?
Oh, yeah.
So this is the way LSMW will work. So this is the one of the data migration process. Okay, generally for implementation rollouts and other process they are using. So interview point of view, if they are asking about this, so migrations and all, you can say that okay, I have worked on LSMW and this is what batch data, batch input record section which I'm using. Okay, so that you can do. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Clear? Any questions?
No, as of now, no.
Just try practice that, okay? But recording is very important. Record when you are recording the screen, it is very important. So don't please avoid to use the mouse. Just operating with the keyboards maximum. Okay,
Oh,
clear?
yeah.
Okay then.